Well, good God, everyone! Resident Evil month is over. It's finally over. And no, that doesn't mean I'm done making Resident Evil videos. I'll still make more of those in the future. Don't worry. But it does mean I can finally start doing new things I've been wanting to do for a long time. Like making videos that aren't about Resident Evil. Goddamn. Today, I have a new hidden game for you, and it's actually one that's quite hidden. In fact, I don't even remember how I found it. The game is called CREAVURES. That's creatures with a V. It's a 3D side-scrolling indie puzzle platformer, in the likeness of games like Trine or Little Big Planet. And holy hell, it's graphics. Look at these graphics. They're beautiful. That's what originally lured me into trying this game. I saw a screenshot of it on Steam, and after taking one look at these colors, these characters, this gorgeous, visually stunning little world, yeah, I had to try it. And sadly, I kinda wish I hadn't spent my money on it. So CREAVURES follows the story of 5 tiny little creatures, called CREAVURES, who seem to be on a quest to save their forest from some kind of unknown impending doom. According to the game's website, the story is as follows. The forest is calling. It needs your help. And that's it. Go home. In the game, you start out with just one CREAVUR, a little squirrel dude named Bitey. But later on, you meet more CREAVURs along the way, and each of them has their own unique little ability that you can use to solve platforming puzzles. The first thing you'll notice about this game, obviously, are the visuals. The beautiful, beautiful visuals, and they really are stunning. The second thing you'll notice is the terrible gameplay, but I'll get to that in a minute. The whole game takes place in this big, dark forest full of bioluminescent light, and there are so many little details to get lost in. It's unbelievable. This is some seriously polished art design, and it's just magic to look at. There are 5 different areas to explore in the game. The forest floor, which is purple, the forest trunk, which is blue, the swamp, which is green, the cave, which is brown, and the canopy, which is pink. And they are all magnificent to look at. I have massive respect for good environmental design in games, and even though I wasn't really satisfied with buying this game, it was almost worth it just for the atmosphere. I mean, God, I could just stare at this for hours. It's hard to stop staring at it, honestly. CREAVURES has a very hypnotic, very dreamlike vibe. It feels kind of sleepy, like sleep times are happening. Sleepy sleep times. And this is accentuated especially by the fantastic soundtrack. And unfortunately, this is where the good stuff stops. Yeah, the graphics and music may be great, and I do love spending time inside this game, but everything else about it, well, it's meh. Just totally meh. The gameplay is pretty basic. You control 2 CREAVURs at a time and guide them through each level, solving puzzles and getting past various obstacles. And unfortunately, the CREAVURs control pretty terribly. I mean, it's not broken gameplay or anything, but the controls are really stiff. The platforming just doesn't feel polished. There's no precision or smoothness to it. It's all floaty and awkward. Like seriously, I think I've played free Mario fan games with better gameplay than this. Like Psycho Waluigi, for example. You know, we should review Psycho Waluigi. I actually know the guy who made that game, believe it or not. I used to make Mario fan games when I was younger. I'm getting way off topic. To make matters worse, the puzzles you have to solve in CREAVURS aren't very challenging. Rarely in this game did I ever feel confused or impressed by a puzzle. I mean, I beat the whole thing in about 2.5 hours, and it felt pretty easy overall. And I know, most of what I'm saying is just nitpicky, and it's probably not that big of a deal. I mean, the game has charm and personality, maybe enough to make up for the gameplay sucking. But believe it or not, these aren't even my biggest problems. No, I only have one big problem with CREAVURS. One big, real, legitimate problem that I can't overlook no matter how much I try. The CREAVURS don't follow each other. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean you basically have to backtrack all the time throughout the whole game. See, whenever you're playing as one CREAVUR, the other CREAVUR stays behind, and you can only travel a certain distance, like through just a tiny shred of the level, before it stops you from moving. This means you constantly have to switch back and forth between both CREAVURs, playing through the exact same bits of every level twice just to get them both to the end. This pretty much breaks the game. Well, okay, it doesn't exactly break it, but it's so aggravating. Oh, hello, I'm Bitey the Squirrel. I'm gonna run approximately 5 feet forward. Now you, Mr. Fat Porcupine, you get to run 5 feet forward, too. Alright, good. Now I'm gonna go approximately 5 feet forward, again. Yes, don't you just love inching through games at the slowest pace imaginable? Don't you just love it? Isn't it fun? Fun for the whole family. Fun, 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 fun. So fun! Sorry, maybe I'm overreacting. But yeah, I don't know. This whole switching back and forth between the Creavures thing, it just makes the game boring. And it seems to take away pretty much all its sense of flow. And you know what's sad? This would have been such an easy problem to fix. I mean, all you'd have to do is either A, make the Creavures follow each other, or B, give the game co-op. Like seriously, why doesn't this game have co-op? It's practically made for co-op. I mean, that's what makes Trine such a fun game, right? Well, whatever. As you can see, I'm pretty split on this one. CREAVURES is a cool game, and it has a lot of breathtaking visuals. I suppose my complaints about it don't really matter too much anyway, because, after all, it's only $5 on Steam. It's not like a big investment or anything. So if you like what you see, I'd say give it a shot. If you like the atmosphere, it might be worth it, just for the graphics and the music alone. Also, there are a couple other cool things in the game I didn't even talk about, like the boss battles. Yeah, there are actually boss battles in this game. Wouldn't have expected that, would you? So, yeah, all in all, just take my review for what it's worth. I liked CREAVURES, but I only liked it a little bit.
Sleepy sleep times. Sleepy sleepy sleep times.